And we learned that Northside Medical Midtown, where the shooting took place, will be shut down tomorrow as police continue to investigate. Let's get out to Cody Alcorn right now. He's live at Grady Hospital, where 4 of the victims are recovering tonight.
And Cody, what do we know about how these victims are doing tonight?
Well, we do know these victims range from 25 to 71 years old. 3 are in the ICU here behind me at Grady. That 4th victim said to be in stable condition. But as you mentioned, just heartbreaking news tonight that one of those women shot over at Northside just before noon died there in the emergency room. And I do just want to give credit to those nurses and those doctors and employees on the 11th floor there off West Peachtree Street. They saw this man walk in with his mom. Moments later, shots rang out. They went into an active shooter mode. They have practiced this and they delivered it today. We do know that a couple of nurses ran from the back to the front without hesitation. They saw at least 3 victims there on the ground. They saw St. Pierre had already died instantly, they tell us. Another woman shot in the face, a 3rd shot on the hip. And during all of that, while they are trying to take care of those victims, there were surgeons that had surgery going on. Take a listen.
Heard something going on, but it wasn't really affecting us, so we just kind of proceeded like normal. And then we completed the operation, but by the time we came out, we heard that we couldn't leave the floor.
And talk about true heroes, those doctors and nurses saving lives in a surgery, continued that surgery because they had to, not worry about themselves. And then once they finished it, then they worried about themselves, their patients, and got out of there. But I will tell you, you cannot forget about those men and women on the 11th floor there at Northside Hospital. They are also true heroes, and this will forever live with them. Talk about a day that you just showed up for work. In fact, one of the nurses who ran to take care of 2 of those victims who were still alive in her waiting room, it was her day off. She was actually covering for another nurse, and that woman actually lives in Midtown as well. So it's just not where they work, but for many of them, it's where they live as well, where this tragedy unfolded.
Yeah, Cody, certainly a lot of people to be grateful for in the midst of this situation. Thank you.